Hello, folks. It's Shale here to please and pleasure your sensory organs with the sweet sound of my nasally, peary voice. Pubescent voice. So, here we go. I really do not care for the following two shows: SpongeBob and The Office. Now, before you get in your high arms, I hate The Office. I hate SpongeBob. I hate these shows because they lower the bar for the programming I grew up with in my middle school and early high school years. I grew up watching Battlestar Galactica, Charmed, a lot of anime, a lot of Ed, Edd n Eddy, a lot of fucking Rugrats, a lot of fucking Stargate SG-1, a lot about Battlestar Galactica. And these shows took effort. They had soul. They had humanity to them. And it just feels like the animation and the Hollywood industry, I touched upon this in my Star Wars video, have just lost their touch with their viewers. Game of Thrones being an obvious exception. You could throw that argument saying, oh, they rely on porn and sexuality to sell it. But no, they're just doing it to artistically tell the story, okay? Big difference between them and shows that just show off boobs just to get attention, okay? Big difference. Time, place, intent. But what I'm trying to get at is, when it comes to these shows that I grew up with, there was a culture around them. There was a fan base around them. Things weren't so droopy and like depressing. Characters were complex. Characters were real. They backstabbed their lovers. They killed their sons. All that shit. There was freaking Lee Adama cheating on his wife with Starbuck. There was fucking Rugrats being afraid of death and bleeding their freaking their organs out in a giant white mush. There was Ed, Edd n Eddy, or a bunch of kids who were bullied and tormented throughout their entire lives, and everyone hated them, and you felt bad for them because they were the only friends they had, and you hated that little shit-stained Kevin for insulting them and constantly targeting them and bullying them, obviously. Shows were complex. You felt for the characters. Now, I choose SpongeBob and The Office for a variety of reasons, but the reason I choose Office is it's just... I don't hate The Office. There's a lot of characters in it I like. There's a lot of moments I like. But it's just... they turned it into such a bland, boring comedy, especially after Steve Carell left, that it was just... it took 4 years for relationships to develop. It took years and years of friendships to... I didn't like Kevin. I didn't like Phyllis. I didn't like a lot of the main Office characters. I felt towards the end they really shifted towards cheapness and just genericness. And it didn't feel right to me. It felt dead. The writing just didn't feel right to me. Now compare The Office to Scrubs, a comedy from a half a decade earlier, a '90s show, early 2000s show, and you can definitely see the difference in the writing quality, the comedy, the jokes, the execution. It's so different. I prefer The Office. I prefer Scrubs over The Office any day of the week. Now, when it comes to SpongeBob and Teen Titans Go, these shows just we've gone from these cartoons that had developing plots like Clone High, fucking BoJack Horseman, which that still exists on Netflix, thank God. But we've lost shows that had continuity to them and recurring jokes and roles to generic cartoons that literally destroy their own canon over and over again. Like, for example, the SpongeBob movie. Do we really need a second one? The fucking thing I hate most about the second one is it's the same plot as the first one. So either SpongeBob is so retarded and so hyped up on his drugs and his Molly, his hormone pills, and his fucking freaking speed, or whatever is in the Krabby Patty secret formula. I secretly think it's crack. I secretly think the Krabby Patty is a crack burger, that he forgot all about his first exploration onto the dry land. He forgot all the times he saw humans in real life, and he forgot all about the first time the Krabby Patty secret formula was stolen, and all that shit. Now, I know, it's a kid's cartoon, but still, if you're writing a movie, a film, just try something more original. The only thing different this time around was he brought his friends along with, which is different enough that it was interesting, but still. do we really need a second movie? And the quality of the cartoon has just been getting worse and worse since it first came out. Now, I released a review of SpongeBob back in when my channel was first starting out. I got a lot of good likes for that from my friends. It was good. But the thing I don't like about SpongeBob is just the sheer retarded, effed up fucking lunacy and just how fucked up the visuals are and the new characters. How disgusting the plot for some episodes are. Like, really, there's an episode where he's a fucking trash bag, white trash hoarder who probably hides the bodies of his dead victims in his basement, who probably keeps a bunch of porno files in every little child he meets. And man, SpongeBob sounds like a Catholic priest. Holy fuck, SpongeBob is a Catholic priest. That explains a lot. Praise orthodoxy. No, but in reality, SpongeBob is creepy, and I can relate. I'm creepy as fuck myself, and I have suffered from a lot of the same issues he does: social anxiety, social retardation. I suffer from all that. Don't get me wrong, but it feels like SpongeBob is just they're recycling the same episodes over and over again. They've lost their quality. They're not as intelligent. Like the original SpongeBob was a lot like Rocko's Modern Life. There's a lot of adult themes. There's a lot of like intelligence with the writing. The character he actually fell for. He had intelligence. He had flaws. He had soul. When he failed, it was because he regretted and made decisions he regretted. The same thing for Squidward and Patrick. They were human. The relationships were real. The show had characters, not as much as Rugrats or Wild Thornberrys, mind you, but still, it had soul, it had humanity to it. And over time, I've seen this with so many other cartoons, especially Cartoon Network, with Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, which I love that show, but it felt like they too constantly rewrote their own canon and rewrote their own lore with every new episode, with which each new episode gave Grim a new freaking identity, a freaking new origin story. Look, I know these are kid shows, and I love Grim Adventures Billy and Mandy. I love it. It's a great show. But even as a kid, I kind of was ticked off that they were doing that. Even some cartoons earlier, which were just as random, they still had plot lines and overarching origin story they stuck to. And that's just my overall problem with how TV kids animation in this country and some anime, I'm not going to give names, but it involves two weird-looking anime girls, they've degraded into this randomness that lacks coherence and overall intelligence to the plot. And I don't like that. I really do not care for that. It feels cheap. It feels mass-produced. And it's kind of become like what Call of Duty is. My other reasoning for not liking the new animations is, aside from Teen Titans Go, is just the most retarded, most stupid abortion of a show I've ever seen in my life. They literally know everyone hates them. They literally know every person hates their show so much in this incarnation of Teen Titans that most people want to commit genocide of the Teen Titans Go cast. They want to kill Beast Boy slowly as he begs for life in the form of whatever mutated animal he is. They want to whip the crap out of Cyborg, freaking beat him to shit, and make him swallow his own robotic oil cum. They want to they want to crucify Robin. They want to slightly spare Raven, and they want to utterly cut Starfire to pieces and send their body parts over to Japan to be made into aphrodisiacs. I'm fucked in the head, folks. I can't deal with it. My meds don't do a shit to any of it. But Teen Titans Go is just an abomination. They know everyone hates them. And the funniest thing they ever did was this. Enter scene. The Teen Titans look upon the screen in front of them, provided by Control Freak, which shows a glorious, beautiful vision of a past long gone and forgotten. You see these beautiful images of great heroes and inspired characters who are flawed and human. But then you look at yourself. A misdrawn, misshapen deformity of this glorious vision. You acknowledge your sins. You acknowledge your failures and what you are. And you pull that AK-47 to the head. And you fire. Yeah, that's how I see Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go is just a terrible show. I mean, I've touched about this. The entertainment industry and the writing industry is just becoming so cheap that it's up to indie companies, indie films, indie games to make their own market. And my other issues with Teen Titans Go, aside from the obvious, which has already been stated, is that you took something, you spat in your fans' face, you didn't know anything about the show you were taking, and you just ran with it. Similar to what happened in Star Trek after CBS lost rights to it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of the low end production values in most major network shows, especially cable TV. It's depressing. The worst show I ever saw was Blood Drive. I will never watch that show as long as I live. It looks terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much been my experience with the animation and the entertainment industry in general. I'm going to keep doing these videos for a while. School's starting back up pretty soon, and I'm going to Bristol Renaissance Fair on Monday. I'll have live footage of that with my buddy Jordan. Yay. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Keep tuned. Stay sane. And murder. I mean, murder anyone who you see dressed up as the Teen Titans Go cast. Kill them. Murder them. Make their families watch. Peace out, bitches.